Welcome to Actiphy's tutorial videos. This is Robert from the Actiphy webinars. In this video, I'll be demonstrating the installation and use of Actiphy's Authentication service, which we'll refer to as AAS throughout the remainder of this video. The purpose of the AAS server is to authenticate and activate Active Image Protector from within a closed network environment. Before we get started, here are a few best practices to get your AAS in gear. First, designate a machine to act as the AAS server within your closed environment. Install the Actiphy Authentication service, AAS, to that machine. Verify that the necessary port on the AAS server is open for communication from within the closed network. Set up the server for activation of the AIP software solution. Activate the AIP software directly from the server or by the license file authentication. Before we begin, we'll first need to install AAS onto a designated machine that will act as the AAS server in our closed environment. Let's install AAS by double-clicking on the AIP setup file. For this demonstration, we're installing AAS on Windows Server 2016. Let's go ahead and click Run to continue with the installation. Here's the installation splash screen. Click the radio button next to Install Others, then select Actiphy Authentication Service and click Execute. Next, the AAS installation options are displayed. For this tutorial, leave the default destination location as it is, and then select the default installation, then click Install. As the progress bars fill, you'll notice that an AAS shortcut appears on the desktop. Once the installation completes, click Done. Now let's start the AAS server application. The initial welcome screen is then displayed. From this screen, you have two choices in which to configure AAS. The first, which we'll be demonstrating in this tutorial, is Server Mode. This mode is used to manage licenses in a closed network. The second is Proxy Mode. This mode relays license and activation on behalf of Actiphy products that have no direct access to the Internet. The license bundle URL is a lengthy link used to authenticate activation keys directly. If this particular server has no internet access, then click Copy to Clipboard and save the link as a text file to an external flash drive so that it can be used from a machine with internet access. Click Done. This is the AAS interface. As you can see, there are no registered activation keys within the AAS server. However, you can click the plus sign next to the registered product keys in order to retrieve the URL link that's needed to register activation keys. But before we continue, let's make sure that we have opened the necessary port so that client machines within the closed network can communicate with the AAS server. After you've copied the link to the clipboard, click OK. Let's begin checking or configuring the inbound port so that the machines in the closed network can access the AAS server. Begin by opening the administrative tools. Scroll down and click on Windows Firewall with Advanced Security. From this window, click Inbound Rules, then New Rule. Notice that an inbound rule has been established for AAS accessibility. Let's continue with this setup. Click New Rule, then Port, then click Next. Then leave TCP selected as we choose to apply this rule to port number 443, then click Next. From the Next dialog box, specify the action and allow the connection. Click Next. Now specify the profiles for which this rule will apply. Click Next. Provide a name and description of this rule, then click Finish. Now, let's get back to the license bundle request. Just to catch up, The URL I had copied to the clipboard after installation was saved to a flash drive and then taken to a machine that has internet access. From this screen, enter your email address and confirm that you're not a robot by checking the CAPTCHA box and clicking Verify. Once verified, use the AAS License Bundle form to enter product keys to be added to the offline license bundle. Enter any additional keys to the box under Step 2. Once the key is added, click the Allocate License button. Check the box to allocate the new key to the bundle, then click Bundle under Step 3. Confirm the license and click OK in the dialog box. After the progress bar is complete, continue to Step 4 and download the license bundle. Navigate to the email application you entered at the beginning of the request and download the license bundle to the USB flash drive. We are now back at the machine in the closed network and have copied the license bundle to a specific folder and opened Active Image Protector, and are now in the license authentication screen. This is where AIP is typically activated via the online method. As we are in a closed or offline environment, we'll need to activate using the AAS server or use license file authentication. The AAS server is detected and the added product key is visible. We'll just click on the activation button to authenticate and activate the product via the AAS server. If there's no access to an AAS server, then use the license file authentication and click Create and Import License File. As we have already created and downloaded the bundle file and copied it to a folder on this machine, we can browse to that folder location under License File Import to register and activate the product. Browse to the file location, highlight the file, and click Open. Click the Register License File button, then OK. This concludes our tutorial video. Congratulations on a successful offline activation. Should you have any questions, issues, concerns, or you just need support, please contact Actiphy by email or phone. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your interest in Actiphy's Active Image Protector.